More problems could be on the way for our nation's healthcare providers. There's a new medical coding system set to go into effect this fall, but some worry it could make it much more difficult for patients to see their doctors and could even push some doctors out of business. Garrett Kenny has the details from Chicago. Garrett, good to see you. What's this new billing system about, and why should patients be concerned about it?
Yeah, and Uma, this new system is called ICD-10, and really all it is a set of codes that's used by doctors to track exactly what ailments you have, and it's used by insurers to determine just how much they're going to pay for a specific treatment. Now, this new system, it is very precisely coded. It has more than 68,000 codes for very specific diagnosis. For example, if someone gets burned by flaming water skis, there's actually a code for precisely that. This current system, ICD-9, it has only 14,000 codes. And many doctors like Wika Gomez, who have smaller practices, they say they are already struggling to keep up with all of the changes required by the Affordable Care Act. And right now just isn't the time to add more mandates.
When it's so detailed and it's so complicated, it's going to be time consuming. For me, I will be spending way more time adapting to these changes, as well as my staff. That means less time for my patients.
Dr. Gomez says that currently she sees about 30 to 40 patients a day, but when the system goes live on October 1st, she says that'll go down to maybe 10 patients a day. Uma?
But going forward, does this mean that this could push some doctors out of business?
Yeah, that's definitely a concern, especially for smaller practices. And according to a report from the American Medical Association, nationwide, almost 60% of physicians seeing patients do work in small or solo practices. In the long run, Dr. Gomez and many others believe that ICD-10 will actually help improve medical care. Initially, though, doctors have the cost of new equipment, software, training. The biggest concern, though, is the major billing disruptions that are expected to come when it's first rolled out. And many doctors, at least initially, likely won't be fully paid by insurers for as much as 6 months. Those pushing for this updated system, though, they say that those concerns are over-exaggerated and that this change is long overdue.
ICD-9 is over 30 years old, and we make the statement that you wouldn't continue to use medical equipment that's 30 years old. It's outdated, and the same thing has happened to our code sets.
Several members of Congress have introduced bills aimed at preventing ICD-10 from being implemented, but so far those have not gained any traction. Uma?
All right, lots of changes on the way. Thank you very much.